Oh, hey everybody, my name is Kalle Slaap, watchmaker from the Netherlands, and you are watching live watchmaking every Tuesday, 8:30 Central European time. And today, well, look at that. I am going to show you the inside, and it's even more impressive than the outside. This is so much gold, the weight is insane. So, Happy New Year, everybody! Joe Junk, my man! Happy New Year! It's the 2nd of January 2024, and all the best wishes to all of you. Hey, RV, hi there! Sylvain from France, Sweden, Scunthorpe, South Carolina, everybody is there. Zelfs Drachten. Nou, gezelliger wordt het niet. En Zwolle. Hey Tom. So, in a moment during the coffee break, we're going to do the giveaway of the autograph of. I'll show you. There, the Jim Regan autograph original. The man from NASA who chose the Speedmaster for the Saturn, Apollo and Gemini project, if I'm not mistaken. There is the magic number, so during the coffee break we'll open it and let's see who we can send this, well, piece of history. Maybe a tiny recap from Gideon or Gideon, the cool cappuccinos. Thank you so much for your support. And Amanda, goedenavond. Maybe a small recap from last week, because here is. That's why we did the giveaway for the Omega, because last week we did the Speedmaster. Everything is clean. Of course, we are going to replace the mainspring. Carbon tip tweezers. There. Everything nice and clean. Only one part was broken. Let me see. And it was the that one, this one, the reset hammer for the hour counter. That's it. Oh, and Dave, welcome by the beans, and Sylvain. Oh, that is so generous. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. Merci. I believe it was this one. Yeah. Let's see. Plop. Plop. Here. This is the. Oh, we're going to replace it anyway. It was the hammer for the reset of the hour wheel. And that was just completely in two. There it is. You can see the brake lines. So luckily I found another one. So that's completely broke. And let me see, maybe you remember this one is the catch for the reset, and that is perfectly straight again. So it is straight, I have to clean it, but no new parts needed. So everything nice and clean, waiting for the new parts. Oh, and we've decided to replace the hands. Maybe you can remember that the chronograph second hand was glued in place, and I'll show you. Don't have to explain. You see why. Here. That is just here. This is the front for the minute hand. No paint whatsoever. Here our hand only half, and I did some tests with the. I think last week I told you we use Humbrol animal animal paint. Oh, let's do it zebra, black and white. No, enamel paint. Oh well. Enamel paint van Humbrol is for me the beautiful consistency, and it's very good mixing, so you can reach the perfect shade. But we have to replace this second hand. Again, it was glued in place. It was just, well, nothing. So we have to do all the hands in that particular shade. So, well, we have to replace one, and if we replace the complete set, then all hands have the same shade, and it just looks coherent. Probably more coherent than I am. So yeah, we are going to replace the hands. Otherwise, beautiful project, and yeah, lovely restoration. Oh, that's the wrong one. That is the one. So that's it. Now this lovely watch. It is so heavy, and well, when I hold it, I can only think of Auric, Goldfinger and Scaramanga, because it is a balance between elegance and tough. Here I am. It is a beautiful watch. We have to clean the bracelet, but there's a good chance the owner is going to wear it. Hey Manuel, hi there. Bon dia. Maybe I'll fit it with a leather strap to make it more wearable and a bit to make it unisex. But the inside is interesting as well. But of course we have to be professional, and every watch we do gets the right attention. But the inside of this watch is a bit special for me, because it is an automatic movement. But I hope you will agree at the end of the stream. It is a lovely design and elegant. It is really nice. So let's open it. So cheers everybody, all the best for 2024. Well, oh sorry, let's show the back. There. Well, the scratches all no problem, and I'll try to find an original crown because this one is simply too worn. Well, this is when my beagle went after a car and thought he could win. So my finger was caught in the line. So it is a burn of the line of the dog just right here. Try to catch the line. So yeah. And then yeah, a 15-kilo dog is is quite hefty. Here. Well, you already see that uh, um, the rotor, the Schwungmasse, has got too much play, because you see here, that is causing this shiny line in the case back. Well, they're 18 karat gold, original Zenith. There is probably the 83 mark. Already 40 years old. So 30 joules, and I hope when you see we go deeper, deeper, deeper into the movement, that it is lovely quality, really thought through. Zenith always got a special place here in the workshop. So let's have a look through my microscope. So there it is, that's the camera, microscope, and you're watching live with me while we're working on the watch. So anything can happen, and that makes it, well, worth doing. It's exciting. Well, oh, I forgot I had to do the recalibration for the, yeah, for the camera. I just remember from last week. There is the rotor, and you there. So we have to see what we are going to do about that. There's a joule. Well, I believe it's a joule, but we cross that bridge when we get there. I heard a bit of the lovely story about this watch and its emotional value. So there is the caliber number, I believe 2532. And here is that we can expect a bit of rust. Well, we'll see. No need to worry. Maybe it's nice to have the serial number for future reference. There we go. There the blued screw for the contrasting color for the automatic winding system. Here we already see a screw with left-handed thread. So you have to turn clockwise to loosen it. It is a rule of thumb, and I know there are many exceptions, but usually with an Inca block shock system it is later than 1984. I am aware of the exceptions, but a basic rule of thumb. And when they are screws outside the balance wheel, and I'm talking in general, so all brands, that's why there are many exceptions. But again, a rule of thumb is better than no information at all. The screws outside of the balance wheel very roughly disappeared around the mid-50s, 1955. So it is later than 1955 as a rule of thumb, just to have an idea. So let's see what we can do about it. It is very well worn, but then again, hey, the cleanest. It is very well worn, and that's what I love about vintage watches. They are designed to be worn, especially a Zenith like this. A Zenith like this was probably one of the best watches you could buy at the time. Well, first we can check the ruby. And there are two on either side. Is that Trouble in Paradise? Yeah. Do you see what I see? 12 o'clock. There's a crack. Well, the ruby seems okay, but the pinion seems to be cracked. Again, it is like operating on your own wife, doing surgery on your own wife. No panic. Of course, we can solve problems. And again, be aware that we look through a microscope. So all we will find, no panic, we'll find the proper solution, of course. That's why we're here. Well, the contrasting colors for the screws is that one, and that one. And the contrasting color is usually because that is the automatic winding module on top of the movement. Hey, look at this. That is interesting. Just by playing with light, you can see a sunburst finish, which is quite usual on a ratchet wheel. Lionel, aloha! But there is straight graining as well, and you see the there might be an oil slick film, but maybe you can see the straight graining vertically as well. So and here I think we'll see the first there. I hope it's visible, but we have the first oil spill of the year. Hey, Jerry, thank you so much. I will fix it. Might be an interesting movement already. Cool. So I'm removing the blue screws. Only 3 of them, contrasting color, and that is the like a code that those are for the automatic winding module. Just one. Very tight indeed, the screws. But we'll get there. Ooh. There we are. An automatic winding module is like a second click. You cannot release the power from the mainspring if there is an automatic winding module on top. So first release that, and then you can work on the ratchet wheel. As you can see, removed that screw, that screw, that screw. Again, oil slick. I love the screwed on capstones. So here, and what I love about Zenith is here you can see those 3 screws. That is to replace the post for the automatic winding rotor here. So it is simply replaceable if this post is too worn. Yeah, just fit a new one and be happy for many years. And for me that is a sign of quality that a movement can be mechanical movement can be surfaced. Well, release the click. So there's the click and there's no power for the main barrel. Small test. Root cause, check. That is extreme. Okay. This one first. Then I want to remove the ratchet wheel, because if I do the ratchet wheel first, it will probably catch underneath here. Well, you can see the 3 lines, so we know we have to turn clockwise to release the screw. There we are. Again, a kind of code. 3 lines. But I want to, there, the steel bearing, which for the sliding action. And here you can see the tiny bit of, tiny bit of rust. So, oh, and a huge amount of oil. Well, I want to remove the ratchet wheel, and then we can see the arbor in situ, and see how much play there is. But I think we can say there. Hey, Zach, hi there. I think we can say there is a considerable amount of play. Well, apply oil with a cotton ball. There's the ratchet wheel. Again, those straight graining lines. It's intriguing because I think original, well, I quite know original, it was sunburst. Now let's see what will we find. Yeah, all around play. And then 30 joules is considerable for a movement like this. And no joule here on the arbor. But if you are a regular viewer, hardly a surprise that there is play on the main barrel. Most vintage watches do have that, and we are specialized in that because that is the sole source of power, the only place where the power is produced. So Ganke. Well, we're going to replace the crown anyway, but the main barrel has to be spot on with the arbor in the main barrel, and then the arbor between the bridge and the main plate has to be spot on. If you lose power there, you are never ever going to have a beautiful amplitude. Well, if we're going to replace the crown, maybe it's wise to do the winding stem as well. So very easy to remove. Is the stem cracked? Hey, I don't think so. No, just rusty. There. There's the Zenith with the sunburst. I think we can clean up the indices with a ladder. What we call here. That's a piece of leather on wood, and a leather got a very nice slightly abrasive action without scratching. So usually the hands and the indices can be really well freshened up by just the leather bit. Well, the print from Zenith, we already know it is worn. Hey. Where is my plastic thingy? Maybe here. I do miss my thingy. Easily made by just a grip. But the original is a bit more sturdy with a bit more give. But again, this one is safe as well. So, not actually touching the dial, not actually touching the hands. So you can see the marks on the plastic, but not on the dial. Maybe on this you can see it looks, do you see the glistening, the reflection of the light? It is really looks luxurious. Really nice. Now, hey, you don't see that often. Cool. Cool. Keeps it in place. And a bit more give. First remove the... no, I prefer it like this. Back in the case. So now the dial isn't touching anything. That's even better than the soft cushion, which is extremely soft and doesn't leave any marks. But still, now nothing is touching the dial. And I'm going to remove that one, and that will release this ring, and then we can probably find our dial feed screws. So now back, you see now it's resting in the watch case and the watch dial isn't touching anything. So we go back like that. And now we can remove the spacer ring. There are the dial feed screws. And after that, probably coffee and the giveaway. Hey, Turbo Power and Captain Solo. Paul, what to use, when to use a movement holder. Yeah, I'll show you in a moment, but the dial is overlapping here. The dial is overlapping the movement. Do you see that? So if you want to use a movement holder now, you are crushing the dial because that is flat and softer material, and the movement is probably nickel plated brass. So if the dial is overlapping the movement, you cannot use the, or I won't use the well, movement holders. And you probably a pointy tip. Yeah, there you are. Oh, we're a bit rusty. Pointy tip to secure the dial feet, brass dial feet. Every screw, even if you just have a look at it, you can recognize its function. Oh, Elder, dankjewel. Yeah, if you like the stream, hit the like button. That would be very helpful with the growth of our YouTube channel. And it is going well. Well, yeah, proud and amazed all together that we are closing in to the 25,000 subscribers, 2 million views, and how a mechanical watch works just hit the 100,000 views mark, which is insane. Ooh. Talk about insane. So if you like it, please hit the like button. And well, to be dramatic, 3, 2, 1, are you ready? Sitting down. A double, because here is a piece missing. It is going to be okay, no problem. But there has been a substantial amount of rust. And if hey, of course I am just suggesting and do a bit of deduction, but this is the clincher. I see 2 phases of rust. I believe the watch has been very wet, at least twice, because here is the pitting of rust, older and more severe, and here has a previous watchmaker tried to remove rust. Do you see that? So I believe that this pitting is older than this, but we will clean it. Yeah, still convinced we can restore it into perfection, so it is going to be okay. But this is quite a bit of rust. Yeah. Oh well. We are a watchmaker, so we are going to make it happen. Okay. Teeth is not damaged, but there's just a thingy over there. What is it? There. Is it glue? Well, clean it up first. We are going to have to look for a setting lever spring because from there you can see the brake. There, and there is the click. Maybe we will find the broken piece, or otherwise... Oh, sorry. Yeah, otherwise it's been removed by a previous watchmaker. And when I say it is two phases of moisture, because here a previous watchmaker tried to clean it. Simple as that. We have, well, of course I'm going to consult with the owner first. Maybe I can find an original date ring, so maybe replace it with an original one, or the owner might say, well, this is the patina, the story of the watch, and I like to have it this way. But I'll have a look, we'll see. Before I go on, I do the cannon pinion first, and then the giveaway. Yeah. This is an earlier rust than the rest. Well, we like a challenge. Mr. Sean, yeah, we made a new wheel for Patek and Cartier, and well, in the technical term, we made wheels because Edwin did. He cut the wheel the last time. But we all have to play with the machine, so yeah. The giveaway. Pom pom pom. Let's do it like that. And then, oh, where are we? The 2nd of January, which is today, 2024, which is this year, a number between 0 and 250. Cheers, everybody. Because we did last week, we did the Speedmaster, and this is the autograph of Jim Regan. Jim Regan was in the early 60s, I believe 64. Part of NASA, of the hardware management, and he had to decide and test, I believe, 4 brands of watches, and only one of them could be a preferred supplier for the NASA Saturn, Mercury and Apollo project. Jim Regan was in the Netherlands at the European Space Agency in Noordwijk, and he signed this. I wasn't there, but I bought this at an auction for relief for child cancer. But a friend of mine put it on auction, so that's how I got it. Original autograph, and if you are a Speedmaster fan, well, this should be in your man cave. I stated simple rules. There's only one number in the envelope, and a subscriber beats a non-subscriber, and a member beats a subscriber if they are several who have the correct number. So there we go. Messi. There we go. Let's have a look. Excited? It is, well, actually the answer to life, the universe, and everything. It's a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Number 42. Then the winner is... And just before I came in, I did the third check of the comments between underneath the Speedmaster stream, and as I saw it, there are 2 entries with the right number. That was RV Ryan and Alan Harding. Maybe you can check it, but that were the only 2 with the correct 42 number. Because everything is open and honest around here. The first one to have it right was Ryan RV, because that was 6 days ago. The dagen is Dutch. So, and Alan Harding is 5 days ago. So RV Ryan was the first, and he is a member, and he had the right number. So I think it's honest and yeah, the correct way. So I think we do have a winner, and that is RV Ryan. I will contact you, and I make sure we make a nice parcel. I'm going to reframe this one because there's a thingy missing, so I make a new frame for it. And we are going to make a goodie bag out of it, including Dutch stroopwafels. So yeah, we'll be in touch, and I'll make sure it's going to be a nice parcel. So yeah, the nice winner, and We enjoyed it so much because I think we had over just about 250, that's a coincidence, but around 250 contenders, and simply just fun. We do have some other, well, horology goodies here in the workshop. So yeah, we'll make sure we'll be in touch, and we'll make something nice out of it. So congratulations. So can everyone get waffles? Well, um, like last year, um, we had quite a few, well, not even members, but viewers here in the workshop, who were visiting the Netherlands and just dropped by, and we never going to say no. So we had quite a few lovely coffees with all, well, quite a few of you guys, and it was so much fun because then you hear the stories about watchmaking, what attracts people in watchmaking. Sometimes it is a brand or a special era, a time period, or a particular function, diving watches, chronographs, mono pushers. It's just yeah, nice to hear what watchmaking is a part of people's life. Watchmaking, watch collecting, yeah. So we had quite a few people dropping by, and we always try to have stroopwafels here. So yeah, widely available in the Netherlands. So that is that. We're going to make Ryan RV very happy, and yeah. Oh yeah, 200, over 200 live viewers. That is really, really nice. Okay, RV, wife and you love the stroopwafels. We are going to make a special goodie bag. Oh, and maybe you remember last week over there. We are going to do an upgrade on the audio. Probably during the week. I didn't want. Today was the first day we are open in the workshop, and so close before the live stream, I didn't want to take any chances with the audio. So this week I will make well, install the new audio and hopefully an improvement. Well, if you want to drink coffee like a watchmaker, widely available. It's in the description. Cheers everybody, and again, hope you have a lovely year. Oh, that is nice. Okay, let's see. So let's have a look at this side, because oh, they make stroopwafels in the USA. Cool. I really do hope that this screw will be okay. bokkenpoot here, and they tried to clean up this plate during the first rust. Oh well. I have to look for some parts and make sure that it felt like there was a glass fiber thingy. I really do hope we can loosen this screw. Or shall I remove the other side first? Keuzes, keuzes. Yeah, first balance wheel. And you see now this outer ring. Dat ziet er niet uit. I've been polishing this afternoon. Looks horrible. How can I appear globally with nails like this? Of course you didn't hit the like button. Looked horrible. I had contact today with Teun, our edit master, and he is excited to do some more edits. So that's coming up. Some exciting new content. I found some, well, in our archive, some really historical papers, and probably do a small history stream. Really worth it. If I have the time to do my homework, I hope to do it for Thursday stream, the day after tomorrow. A revolutionary idea, literally. Yeah, first remove the pallet fork so the gear train can move freely. But we already know that the watch stopped functioning. That is unusual, that the pallet fork is sticking in the because it's supposed to be dry. There's a lot of oil and stuff. Well, this is dry, and that is supposed to be like that. Oh no, it isn't. Lubricated. That's why it was sticking, because it's like I said, it is unusual. Well, again, we already know that the watch stopped because of the here the play in the the huge amount of play of the main barrel in the bridge. Usually I make sure the date ring is safe before I work on the gear train and stuff like that on this side of the movement. But because of the amount of rust on the other side of the movement where the date is, I think I have to really push hard to release the screw. I'll show you in a moment the screws of the really rusty plate. I want to do that there is the oil. Oh wow. Sorry, finish my sentence. I have to really push down because of the rust on the screws. So that's why I am, well, making sure this side is completely empty. I'll open the barrel. So I can lay it flat on a cushion like this and really push the screwdriver into the screw with the rust in order to release it, and without damaging the pivots or stuff like that. That's why I'm opting to make sure this side of the movement is completely empty. Graphite grease. It's not unusual that it looks a bit like this. Or go out with anyone. It looks a bit different because this looks a bit suspicious. Intriguing. Wim, you go for the macaroons. Now there's a whole biscuit discussion. The spring looks iffy, boy, I couldn't agree more. So I took off the finger cots, so my fingers go a bit over the side, and then winding by winding by winding, you can release the spring in a controlled, hopefully, way. Well, this already looks iffy. Ah, no. It's got a here on my white card, a slightly longer tail, and it is usually it is like this, and now it is like that. But I'm going to replace the spring anyway, because this is, well, shouldn't look like that. We still haven't found what I was looking for. The spring, the broken click spring, setting lever spring. Ooh, and this, well, watch screw is always a beautiful flat surface. So I always play with the light to see the reflection, and I don't even have to zoom in. Just by the reflection you see that I've cleaned my nails and that the screw is a bit domed. That can be over tightened, or it can be a production like this. Well, so far we didn't come across anything that we cannot fix. Only the date ring. Well, we already knew that it's got quite some discoloration, but maybe I can find an identical in better condition, but I'm going to discuss it with the owner. And there is so much oil there. I already removed the cannon pinion, so that might cost amplitude as well. Hopefully we can straighten it. These pivots are okay. Here. You just seen I played with the light and you saw one screw, well, a bit like this, and the other was a bit dull. Well, here you can see that that screw is curved as well, just like the one we just did. And this one hasn't got a finishing and is slightly, well, it's got a different diameter. Do you see that? That one and that one. So they've swapped two screws, and I think it was not that one. Well, I just found another screw and I thought, well, it's a bit different in color, but now we know. Really shallow. Yeah, it's of a different era. This one's been replaced. I'll try to find the original one. Or an original one. So now everything is being removed. 2532. So this is completely flat. So now I can put in some force to release the rusty screws. Good nacht, Amanda. Goedenavond. So now with everything removed from the other side, I can really push down, hopefully to remove the rusty screws. Because if I've left the balance wheel or other parts of the gear train, this got a bit of give. It's really soft, this cushion. So if you push it in, yeah, it can move a bit like that. So now I can really push down and break my screwdriver. It is that rusty. But I use a diamond file. I made a video about the use of screwdrivers. Well, now there we are again. I made it a bit blunt. You see that? The tip a bit more like that. Hopefully to make it a bit more sturdy, the tip. No. I am not going to pursue this route because it is too rusty. I'm going to be wise and leave it for tonight to soak in WD-40. penetrating oil. So hopefully tomorrow there's a better chance of releasing the screws without too much force. There we are. Yeah, well, this one seems okay. So still no sign of the broken part right in between here. So there is a good chance it was already removed by a previous watchmaker. Because it's in an enclosed environment under the dial. Yeah, it isn't sticking underneath the dial either. Yeah. Setting lever. So even though some parts are drenched in oil, some are really rusty. So I'm not going to jeopardize the screws or maybe make a scratch, or because it just takes too much force because of the rust. So I'm going to soak it in WD-40. I put it in a cup for the batteries are in, and then with an oiler just put a tiny bit around the screws and leave it for the rest of the night. And then we have a so much better chance to remove the screws without damaging any parts. There is quite a bit of rust, but again, I'm sure we can perfectly restore it. I'm going to discuss the date ring wishes, if we leave it like this, or I try to find another one, an original one from the same era, and make it nice. Setting lever spring has to be replaced. The crown has to be replaced, and probably winding stem because of the rust. We have to reduce the hole size for the main barrel. That is the root cause why it stopped. And maybe we have to replace the post for the automatic winding. That one. Oh, that one. Because there was too much play and it is moving into jewels, so that's probably not where the play is. Well, what an enjoyable stream. Really like the watch. A lot of work, but we know that up front. No biggie. Oh, and we're going to replace the um, spring, mainspring. So thank you so much for watching. RV, please send us an email on info@chronoglide.nl, or otherwise I'll send you a link. Yeah, that's about it. We do this stream over 6.5 years, every single Tuesday, 8:30 Central European Time. Very enjoyable. Hopefully, I can do my homework for the history stream about the French Revolution, and we got the original decree from 17, I think, 93. Lovely story about that piece of history. Hopefully, the day after tomorrow. Again, all of you so much for your fun, humor, comments. Really makes it. You are the added value of a lovely stream. So again, if you like it, hit the like button. All of you, enjoy your evening, and see if we can. Yeah, all of you.